Whatever you eat will rot, whatever you give will blossom into a rose. This proverb means that everything in life is temporary and will eventually come to an end. The food we eat will eventually spoil and rot, but the good deeds we do, the things we give to others, and the kindness we show will have a lasting impact and will continue to grow and blossom into something beautiful like a rose. In essence, the proverb encourages people to focus on doing good things and helping others, rather than accumulating material possessions or indulging in fleeting pleasures. It suggests that the true joy and happiness in life comes from giving, sharing, and making a positive difference in the lives of others. Do not use words that are too big for your mouth. The proverb advises against using words that one does not fully understand or cannot pronounce correctly. It suggests that it is better to use simpler language that is clear and concise, rather than trying to impress others with complex or obscure vocabulary. This proverb highlights the importance of effective communication and the need to use language that is appropriate for the audience and the context. Using overly complex or unfamiliar words can lead to confusion, misinterpretation, or even ridicule. In other words, one should use language that is appropriate to their own abilities, rather than trying to show off or appear more knowledgeable than they really are. The arrow that has left the bow never returns. This proverb means that once you have said or done something, you can't take it back or undo it. Once an arrow is released from the bow, it cannot be stopped or brought back. Similarly, once you have spoken words or taken actions, you cannot reverse their impact or take them back. This proverb is often used to caution people to think carefully before acting or speaking, as the consequences cannot be undone. It also emphasizes the importance of being responsible for one's actions and words, as they can have a lasting impact. If you can give me no ointment for my wound, can you help me by not rubbing salt in? This proverb is about avoiding making a bad situation worse. The proverb is suggesting that if someone cannot offer help or a solution to a problem, they should at least refrain from making the problem worse by saying or doing something hurtful. The metaphor of ointment, for healing, and salt, for causing more pain is a powerful image that emphasizes the importance of empathy and sensitivity in our interactions with others. It's a reminder to be mindful of our words and actions, especially when dealing with someone who is already in a difficult situation. The larger a man's roof, the more snow it collects. The proverb means that the more prominent and successful a person becomes, the more likely they are to encounter problems and challenges. The snow in this proverb represents the difficulties and obstacles that a person may face as they strive to achieve success. The larger the roof, the more snow it collects, just as the more successful a person becomes, the more challenges and problems they may encounter. Like a large roof that attracts more snow, those in positions of power or wealth often attract more attention and criticism, and are expected to bear a greater burden of responsibility. Our real grave is not in the ground, but in men's hearts. The proverb means that a person's legacy and reputation live on in the memories and opinions of others after they have passed away. The way a person lives their life and treats others will determine how they are remembered after they are gone. Thus, it is important to be mindful of one's actions and the impact they have on others. It is also a reminder that what is truly important in life is not material possessions or wealth, but the way we treat others and the positive impact we have on the world around us. It suggests that the memory of a person is not confined to the physical space where they are buried, but rather in the hearts and minds of the people they have interacted with. A greedy man is always poor. The proverb means that greediness can lead to poverty, both in a material sense and in terms of relationships and happiness. When a person is consumed by their desire for material wealth and possessions, they may become blind to other important things in life, such as the value of relationships, integrity, and generosity. As a result, they may find themselves lacking in true happiness and satisfaction, despite their accumulation of material goods. Thus, the proverb highlights the importance of balance in one's pursuit of wealth and material possessions, and the need to cultivate other important values and virtues in life. A timely tear is better than a misplaced smile. The proverb means that it is better to express genuine emotions, even if they are sad, at the right time and in the right place than to put on a false or inappropriate happy face. In other words, it is better to be honest with oneself and others about one's feelings, even if they are negative or unpleasant, than to hide them behind a facade of false happiness. Honesty is ultimately more valuable than pretense. Woe is he who claims to have found happiness. The proverb suggests that claiming to have found happiness can be dangerous or even lead to bad luck. The implication is that happiness is fleeting, and anyone who boasts about it or becomes too attached to it will inevitably be disappointed. The proverb reminds us to be grateful for the good things in our lives and to appreciate them while they last, rather than becoming complacent or boastful about them. He who wants the rose must respect the thorn. The proverb means that if you want to achieve something good or desirable, you must be prepared to face the difficulties and challenges that come along with it. In this case, the rose represents something beautiful or desirable, while the thorn represents the obstacles and challenges that one may encounter while trying to obtain it. The proverb implies that nothing comes without a price or effort. To obtain the rose, you must be willing to accept and endure the thorns that come with it. It suggests that you cannot have the good without also accepting the bad, and that success requires hard work, determination, and a willingness to overcome obstacles. The mediator in a fight gets all the blows. The proverb means that the person who tries to intervene and help resolve a conflict between two parties may end up facing criticism or backlash from both sides. When two people are in a fight or dispute, they may not want to listen to a third party's opinion, even if that person is trying to help. Instead, they may both turn on the mediator, blaming them for not taking their side or for not understanding the situation fully. This proverb serves as a warning to those who want to act as mediators or peacemakers in a conflict. It also highlights the challenges and risks of trying to resolve conflicts between others. Necessity changes a lion into a fox. The proverb means that when faced with difficult or challenging circumstances, even the bravest and strongest individuals may need to adopt a more cunning and flexible approach in order to survive. The lion, known for its strength and courage, is typically seen as a powerful and commanding figure, while the fox, known for its cunning and adaptability, is seen as smaller and more elusive. However, when faced with a situation where brute force alone is not enough, the lion may need to adopt some of the traits of the fox in order to overcome the challenge. Overall, the proverb suggests that even the strongest and most capable individuals may need to be flexible and adaptable in order to succeed in difficult circumstances. Stupid wife takes her husband for a houseplant. The quote is a humorous way of criticizing a wife who treats her husband as if he were a decoration or an object in the house, rather than a human being with his own thoughts, feelings, and desires. The quote implies that such a wife does not value her husband as a partner or equal, but rather sees him as a means to fulfill her own needs and desires, without regard for his own. Overall, the quote suggests that in a healthy relationship, both partners should be respected and valued as individuals, rather than being treated as objects or possessions.